Hey everybody, how are you? This is going to be the first installment of a new series we're going to try out called 2 Cents Tuesday. It's going to be us giving our 2 cents about one specific topic, and we're going to keep these nice and short. We're going to keep it under 10 minutes. So I guess without any further ado, we're going to jump right into it. So here we are in 11:30 at night on our first 2 Cents Tuesday.
11:30 on a Tuesday.
Tonight, I guess, our first topic is our phone apps. What apps we have, why we have them, and the layout. I know it's something that I like to talk to people about just to kind of see what they use, how they use it, why they use it. So I guess this is what we're going to cover today.
I mean, it is sort of practical to want to know how people use their phones. And, some people use their phones as like a giant part of their business. I mean, it's not a huge part of our business, but it's interesting. Yeah, sort of. It's interesting. It's interesting to see, how people can utilize it to their advantage, and I don't know. That's why apps.
Yeah, especially in today's day and age when you can do almost anything with your phone. I mean, the power in one cell phone, you can do so much. It's all like right there, so easy, so accessible.
Yeah, I mean, what do they say? An iPhone is more, like 100 times more computing power than the first computer, something like that.
Yeah, which is insane. But yeah, so I mean, my home screen, nice and simple.
Million times faster than NASA's 1960s computers.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. Okay, yeah, Dylan, start with you.
Yeah, so my home screen, I like to keep it really simple. I'm one of those guys who only has 3 rows of apps on the front screen.
Minimalist when it comes to...
Yeah. I really like to be able to see what I have on my wallpaper. I don't like my home screen to be covered and jumbled. So I got my mail, settings, photos, camera.
This is
along
left to right.
Left to right on the top. Below that, I have Dark Sky, my favorite weather app, my clock, calendar, and my podcast app. Right below that, I have Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. So those are my 4 most commonly used social media apps. And then above that are just, the general everyday kind of constantly checking the calendar, using the clock to set alarms for the morning, listening to podcasts in the car. Obviously, you got to have the weather easily accessible. Mm-hmm. Then the email, of course, is very important. And then camera and photos right there too with it. And then what is this called?
I don't know. The bottom
dock. The dock. I have phone, messages, Chrome, and Spotify. Yeah. What do you got? What do you got on your home screen?
I'll do mine, and then we can talk about them. Why we choose it. All right. So mine's more a little Apple stock. Dylan's has like a cool background, and like half of it's showing, whereas mine is like this technical background with.
We could show
we could show them. I don't know if they can see that or not. If you're listening, you can't see this, but if you go to our YouTube, you might be able to see it. Anyways, Dylan's is like this neat looking background.
Yeah, I like this. I like the way it looks.
It's definitely a good look. Yeah, mine's definitely a lot less. I mean, just from my background.
Yeah.
Mine's a lot more technical. Less about looks, more about accessibility. So right on my home screen, starting top left, I have the Apple Calendar, just the standard calendar. And then I have Photos, Camera, Apple Maps. Then I have Google Calendar below Apple Calendar, Apple Weather, Apple Clock, Wallet. Below that I have Dropbox, Notes, App Store settings, and then Reminders, the Trello app, Vimeo, YouTube. Below that, Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Below that, a Zoho Mail, a Gmail, a podcast, Apple Music. Dock is phone, Apple Mail, Messages, and Google. What was this called?
Google app,
The Google app, not
not Chrome, but
not
the
Chrome,
Google.
but the Google app, which I'll talk about. I got into recently. Do you want me to just start since I just said mine?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so starting at the top, I have the regular Apple Maps. This is what I keep my personal calendar in. Anything not business related or I just like to keep it separate. I know Dylan's probably going to say he keeps it all together, but I'm that person that likes to keep it separate. I like to have personal and business, so that's why I have two calendars. The Apple Apple calendar works perfect for that. Photos, camera, just home screen necessities, right?
Yeah.
Need those.
Yeah.
Apple Maps, I don't have a problem with Apple Maps. I used to not like it, but it seems to do fine. Google Calendar, so this is a perfect example. I like my business calendar to be a separate app. Google Calendar works perfect for that. It's all laid out. It's just how I've been doing it, and I like it. Apple Weather works fine for me. I usually use Alexa at home for weather. And then the clock, I don't really use the clock much anymore because I use Alexa for alarms. And now that you can swipe up to get to the clock, I don't use it often. Google Wallet, I rarely use. Just never found a new home. Dropbox, I use quite often. I like it on home screen. Notes, I use quite often. App Store, I'm always looking at apps. Settings, reminders, I just recently moved this to my home screen. Reminders is awesome to just type down quick things to do. Reminders, you can set time limits on it. Trello, we just started using Trello. Man, I feel like I'm pumping through this.
Just keep going.
I use Trello. We use Trello for South 60 for projects, keeping track of things. I like having it on home screen so where we're at. Vimeo, YouTube, obviously watching videos. Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook right on the home screen. I use those all the time. Zoho Mail, another example of I keep my my work email on that. And then I keep our general work email in Gmail. So it's all separate. Podcast app, Apple Music, phone, and then Apple Mail is where I keep my school email, my personal email, and everything's separate from business again. So I have 3 different emails.
That's tough.
It's crazy, but I don't know. I just like having that separation.
I do all my email right through the Apple.
Yeah, Dylan, there's a few things that I've found that I don't like in the Apple.
I try to use one app for a majority of everything. Kind of just put it all in one if I can.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely not against that. It's just more of I've liked so far keeping it separate.
Yeah.
The business and personal.
Yeah.
You want to talk about your home screen? I mean, you have a lot less than me,
yeah,
so there's probably less to
mine's
talk
all
about.
pretty self-explanatory. I mean, I mainly just use the 4 social media apps: Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube.
What do I have on there that... Oh, Facebook.
I have Facebook right on my
Right on the second
right on my
page,
second
yeah.
page. Second page is more of a couple apps that Harrison has on his homepage that I use a little bit less frequently. I could put them on my homepage, but I choose not to. Just aesthetically, I like the way the homepage looks without all that stuff. I don't know. Other than that, I mean, it all comes down to kind of personal preference. You know, what you do with your phone.
Yeah.
You know, like we use ours for work, obviously emails.
As you can see on mine, like a lot of mine are work related things.
Even the social media apps that we have we're definitely using those all the time for South 60 stuff. So
yeah,
it's not just for my personal Instagram or my personal Twitter. It's easy access for the brand and all that kind of stuff. So that's cool too.
Yeah.
What's really cool about Twitter and Instagram is how you can switch from personal.
Yeah, that's
huge. You can switch to
huge.
accounts right in the app. Or Snapchat, come on,
Snapchat's tough. Come on, step it up.
get on board with that, please.
Talk about your second page because I'm interested. Quickly, what do you have? We seem to have some similar things on there.
Yeah, real quick, I'll just kind of list off some of the stuff I have on my second page.
Because we have similar things.
I got the Zoho Mail, Squarespace Analytics, Dropbox, YouTube Studio. Then I got my Facebook, the App Store, Trello.
Mm-hmm. So similar to my
Amazon. I have my M&T Bank app. I got Apple Maps. A couple other random stuff. I got my couple folders at the bottom. I got my sports folder for my MLB TV, Bleacher Report, Yahoo Fantasy Football coming up soon.
Yeah, mine are similar. I also have like the Facebook app, the Facebook Pages app.
Yep, I got Pages.
We have like a Squarespace Commerce. I don't use that often, but more like businessy stuff. I have a website analytics.
Yeah, Communikey on the second page.
Communikey.
Shout out
Shout out
Communikey.
Adam. YouTube Studio.
And then my third page.
I like that app.
My third page is
And I have like bank apps, like banking, PayPal.
7
Chase.
folders, all categorized,
Okay, see, I have like
different. Oh, also,
like 9 folders.
also, what I think is cool that I do, not to toot my own horn or anything, but I have I use emojis as
Yeah.
the labels for my folders.
It's super convenient. It's all about the looks.
Yeah, just a little add a little fun, add a little flair to the phone. But yeah, so that's what we have on our iPhones. That's what we use our iPhones for. Anything else you want to add real quick?
Yeah, no, I use my final page just to, when I try out apps, I download them there and they can stay down here.
Yeah,
And
there's multiple apps that I've downloaded that have lived on my phone for less than 12 hours.
Same, I try them out. If I keep them, if I like them, they'll go in a folder. Or very rarely is there a new app that makes it on the first or second page.
I do have a game folder that I always am
Sometimes I have
downloading
games,
and deleting, and just to kill some time every now and then.
Yep.
I got Fun Run Arena 3,
I also have a lot of apps
8 Ball Pool.
that are extra that I use on desktop a lot. I don't know if you have this at all, but like we have like a bookkeeping app that I almost never use the app, but there is one, so like I have it and it's logged in.
Yeah.
Yeah, same with like PayPal and like stuff like that and like Google Drive, like I don't need those on my phone. It's just like,
Yeah.
I guess in case the scenario comes up where I need to access it, it's nice to have an app, but a lot of this stuff is extra. I do desktop.
Yeah.
I do on a laptop. or
I'm
on a
sure
computer or
that
whatever.
this is similar for most people. The further you go into your phone, the less you use that app.
Yeah,
It just makes the most sense to do it that way.
right.
One pet peeve I have, when people don't have phone and messages on the bottom dock, when they leave it up in the top left where Apple
Yeah, that's
puts
crazy.
it.
That's
It
crazy.
blows my mind when people have that.
That's crazy. I see a lot of people that get rid of it altogether, and a lot of people swipe down on the homepage and they just search.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
just search. So if they're going to call someone, instead of hitting a phone, they'll just pull down and they'll type in Dylan.
Yep.
Boom.
I've
seen a lot of people get rid of those apps. I
have
wouldn't be
my
opposed to
phone.
trying it out.
I mean, I have my phone app bottom left.
Same.
I have my favorites, and I have my 5 people that I call the most right there.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8.
I have the 5 people I call the most, and that's it. And then if I need to call somebody else, I'll find them.
I'll just search it. Yeah, same.
But all right.
Yeah. So,
So
we'd
we-
like to know what you have on your home screen. Comment your new favorite apps. Comment apps for us to try out.
Yeah.
Comment what you have. I don't know. Maybe screenshot it.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah,
tweet
that'd be
us.
cool.
Tweet us. Actually, let's do that.
We could throw a post of ours on Twitter.
Yeah, we'll
something like
tweet.
that.
We'll
We could
tweet our
screenshot
home
both of
pages,
ours.
and
That'd be
then
cool.
we'll tweet those, and then see if we can get any replies with screenshots of your
Let's do
homepage.
this. Let's do this again. Anybody first person that's not directly related to us, that's listening still, you send us a screenshot of your homepage. What do they get?
Give them a shirt.
Give them a shirt. You get a free shirt. If you're still listening.
That's such an easy thing to do
Yeah.
to get a free shirt.
Seriously, I mean, I don't know if anyone's listening right now, but if you are, and you're not directly related to us,
Honestly, at this point, you deserve it.
you deserve it, and you can't be Adam either. Screenshot it, and you have to tweet it at us. Reply tweet to our tweet with ours, and free shirt. We'll
right.
hit you up. We'll DM you. Okay, yeah. Let's wrap it up.
We will see you next time.
Yeah, we'll see you next time on 2 Cent Tuesday.